Hello everybody, welcome back for some more Silent Hill 2, and I'm just going to assume probably the end of the Let's Play itself. We need to go downstairs first. That's the main first place we gotta go. Like I said last time, if you got the dog bone, go in the observation room, you get the dog ending. If you got the UFO, you go do that before you watch the videotape, and yada yada yada. In terms of finding out where to go, it's mostly just it's very kind of sort of straightforward-ish. I say kind of. There's like this room right here that teleports you, and I think I don't remember. That's the thing though. Like I don't know which doors. Cause see, we just. Yeah, we just came from here. So you go through this one first, and then you go down, I think, this way. Well, there's stuff over here, actually. No grab. So this will lead you to where? Wait, didn't we just come from this door? Because I don't know if this leads me back to here or not. No, it just leads me back to this. We go that way. Yeah, probably. But as you can tell, it pretty much just kind of flip-flops you between, I guess you could say, different worlds, I guess. Ampule. There should be two. Yep. Take the elevator. This is one of the few elevators I think you can actually finally activate. Because most of them are just kind of turned off. I was going to say, I honest to God don't remember which door we go through. But I'm guessing it's got to be basement, considering the fact that there's a cutscene that played. And considering the fact that it's the only goddamn button that worked. Okay, what's a Suedo cutscene, I guess. And enemies. Well, I hear them, I just don't see them. Oh, yeah. And if you come over here, there's like 5 health drinks. There's 3 right here, and 2 right here. So pretty much, as you could probably tell, you're just sort of loading up. I think the enemies are actually in the water. I think it was lying bodies. Or straight jackets, what are they called? Whatever you want to call them. And then... yeah, this is pretty much like... why does it keep doing that noise? Might just be my nose I'm hearing, I don't know. I swear, like, I heard, like, that slight little, like... sort of squeak noise again. Not in the game, but in real life, and it's fucking with my brain here. I want to say we go down the very end of the hallway, I think. Yeah. You go through this door. Once you see that thing to the left there that I just passed, that should be an indicator they're on the right track. That ain't no painting. Well, if it is, that's a pretty damn abstract painting. Her name is Angela Orcos, right? Orcos? Kind of reminds me of the name Angela Cross from Ratchet and Clank. Which I wonder whatever happened to her. She just existed in one game and just fucked off and disappeared. Also, I didn't really talk about this too much, but... because I kind of forgot. She still has, like, that huge childlike thing to her, too. Where she definitely shows signs of... well, I mean, besides obvious trauma. There's, like, all those little tiny things of, like, her wanting her mama or whatever, you know, which her mom was not even a good person either. As we can tell right there. That she just blatantly says it. And another thing, too, is I don't remember what was, like... I don't remember what... I could have heard somewhere where it's like James... Like, why does he see the fire going? And I think it's because, like, we finally get to see what these people get to see. Because usually, you know, Silent Hill just kind of takes on its own form for you. Well, at least in 2. Specifically just targets you, but we're all 3 here together, and this is one of the few times we actually get to see the other person's view of things, I guess. And I want to say that most likely the meat locker might actually be Eddie's view of things, maybe. But I think for Angela, she sees everything in fire. Everything around her is just burning down. Hell no, you're going to stab me with it. You tried that once. Not falling for that. You know what's funny is, like, maybe I'm autistic as shit, but when I first heard that line, I thought she was implying that, oh, you're just going to use it to fight monsters. And then James figured out, like, what she meant pretty much right after, or right during, too. There she goes. Damn. Now, if James has to repeat, if it's technically true, like full-on true, if James has to repeat this cycle over and over and over again, do these two, Eddie and Angela, have to do the same? Because obviously they show up in the remake, so basically implying that, to an extent, they kind of have to. I think if you come back this way, it just leads back to this. Yeah. You don't need to go back. It was just a thing I was curious about. I'm going to reload real quick. I'm not sure if yeah. Wasn't sure if I used all my bullets just yet. We should still have a flashlight, right? Like it matters. Look at this place just burnt down. I think that could be the Angela part of it. It being burnt down. I don't know. Watch out for closers. Again, you can kill them, you can knock them off, but you're better off just running. I mean, there's no use in wasting your ammo for something that just seems kind of, whatever. This thingy here, too. There's nine save things, and I forget what the theory is behind why there's 9, or why it's so big. It comes back in the remake, of course. There's a similar sequence like this, and dead offhand, once again, I don't remember what the theory was, but yeah, something you guys can look up, or check into yourself. I should equip the hunting rifle first, because we have a boss fight, believe it or not, soon. Oh, god damn it, not again. And look how red tinted they are, too. It kind of faded for a second there, but once again, the red. And this is finally it. James is finally starting to realize. I like how they're just standing there waiting. Like, they exist solely, as he said, to punish him. And they do. But I like that, though. I like that idea. These are creatures that, ouch, exist, again, solely to make sure that they put James in his place. And like James said, he needed them. He needed to be reminded that he was the monster that he was. He needs to be reminded that he did what he did. And what better way to do that, than to have a monster like Pyramid Head constantly coming back to, you know, hurt you. Not just like physically, I guess, hurt you, but go after somebody that represents something that you love. Or looks like somebody you love. I'm doing this terribly, by the way. The idea is just to run into a corner, turn around real quick, fire off at least 3 to 4 shots if you can. And don't reload. Whatever you do, don't reload. Don't manually reload. Or automatic reload. Whatever. Don't do it outside, or don't do it in combat. No combat reloads. Not in here. We don't do that shit. Nope. If you want to slow them down, you could always just get them to attack first and then, like, if you want to game, come on. I'm gonna go through that it's like it's fucking with me at this point. The game is fucking with me at this point. Reload. Now I'm gonna start running. Because I curse the transition shit. Yeah, if you can only get off one shot, then that's fine. But this is definitely a timed event, too. I think every boss fight, as far as I know, can be beaten by time. And the problem is, too, even just taking a single hit from these bastards will net you a good point of damage that you don't want. And you won't want it. Damn it. If I don't get a full refund, I'm going to take you to a small claims court. And then I'm taking my business to Comcast. And once you see my dick, you won't want it. I am fucking bad at this game. I mean, come on. Well, it's really just, for me, it's the fucking... I could just do that, actually. It's the constant corner turn shit that I can't fucking pin down right. Oh, my ear's so fucking itchy all the time. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you can't really overheal, thank God. I mean, well, you could probably just use a med kit and then accidentally use it, like, on a 1 point of damage. Okay, they're done. Don't go near them, because they'll attack you, but they're done. They done their thing. They realize that James is trying to fight back, and that he knows, and because, like, again, they're here to make sure that he knows what he did. In essence, they kind of exist as like I said, like a grim reminder. By the way, 2 doors, doesn't matter which one you put. Egg-wise, they both carry an egg. Put both eggs in. Doesn't matter which door. Doesn't matter which egg. It pretty much just signifies that you've conquered. In all essence, it basically just signifies that you conquered your demons. I guess you could say you finally beat your demons. But unfortunately, if the time loop theory is true, then, well, James will never, ever, ever outlive it and have to be reminded constantly, over and over and over again, of his failure. Now he's not just deeply terrified of all this shit. I don't know. So this next sequence here, if you listen to the whole thing, you can, I guess, have an extra point that goes toward the in water ending, which is what we're trying to go for. Not because like I specifically chose that one because like that's the one I want to show off, even though it has like the coolest fucking ending song. It's mainly because like it's the only one I don't have yet, and I want to get it. Look at all that rust and blood. At least I think it's blood, right? We got time. It's a whole minute long. This part's also pretty sad too. Because the thing that kind of annoys me is like I hate to be honest, but I kind of understand where Mary's coming from, because she's in this state of mind where she just, well, you know, she's on her deathbed, you know, and she's just angry at everything, angry at the world, angry at everyone, because she has to die. Like, it just, and then look, I like James. I think he's a cool character and all, but yeah, I mean, come on, man. You killed your fucking wife. I mean, I don't know. God damn. Mass, from what I've heard, if you listen to the whole thing, it should help you get the in water ending. And then I guess just to add extra pain to the fire, I guess you could say, I'm just going to go ahead and examine the other things real quick, just in the off chance. I don't know if all of these matter or what. That's also a pretty fucking sad one, too, now I think about it. The fact that she was willing to adopt Laura. That one kind of hits me more in the feels because, well, I mean, well, not really always, but I wanted at one point in time, and sometimes still think about it every once in a while, you know, to be a dad, I guess, and adoption would have been one of those choices I would have taken. But, life has different things for me, I guess, right now, so I don't even know if I would even be a good dad, to be fair with you. Probably fucking not. There goes that. Hello, Mary. Hello, Mario. You're not Mary. Oh, you know. See, this is the part that's kind of weird, because, like, I mean, it's pretty obvious that Silent Hill created Maria to just fuck with James. At least in this case. But I'm going to kind of spoil a little bit here, I guess, but Maria seems like an actual person in her own scenario. I'm sure that's probably the intention, but I don't know. She kind of feels like she exists as that. And why she has this design, I don't know. Just Silent Hill stuff, I guess. Looks a little close to, what's her nuts from, Silent Hill 1. Oh yeah, the bats. God damn it. I better not die here, I swear. I mean, I'm about to get grabbed, but that's okay. As long as you keep an eye on your health, you should be fine. I was gonna say, I could have sworn there was items in this room, but I think to avoid the bats, you gotta shoot them. And Maria doesn't take too much to kill, thank goodness. I'm just gonna stay on my toes here and make sure that I'm not fucking up too much. That's another thing, too, I forgot, is like the in-water ending. I don't think it's really a requirement, but having low health, or like under 10% health or whatever, like most of the time, some shit like that. Why are you not shooting? Because it's not fucking reloaded. Even though I did. Oh, and how many bullets? How? How do I fucking have none? I had like 1,500 of those motherfuckers. What, James just lose them all? Just drop on the way here? He's like, I don't... Yeah, he fucking grabbed his he grabbed the bullets and he's like, I don't need you anymore. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, you do. I gotta take down Maria one way or another. I can't just fucking, slap her and win that way. James, this requires guns and bullets. Even though I think you could probably maybe get away with just the good old-fashioned running around until they stop method. Honestly, the more I take damage, it might actually help. I don't know. Getting the ending, I mean. That was that shit. I hate these fucking moths. Butterflies, whatever. Whatever the fuck they are, I don't know. Are you dead yet? Finally. God damn, it took forever. Shut up, bitch. Alright, there you go. Yeah, don't forget you gotta shoot at the very end. Doesn't really matter with what. I think it does about the same damage regardless. Yeah, I gotta finish her off. Is that the same chair? Or is that... That always looked like a computer chair, but is that actually the same chair that we found in the labyrinth? I mean, if it's flowery, then yeah, it's gotta be it. I think this shows up... No, I don't think this is an ending. I think this just shows up regardless. And then after this is when we get the actual ending we're gonna get. So let's hope we get it. The one I'm looking for. I mean, I don't really care which one I get, but... get the Maria ending. Who knows? Oh, I forgot to mention something too. That long elevator section that we went down back, I think in oh god, the elevator, I think it was. What? In the prison, I think. I think that was the one going to the prison or the lab. I forget which one it was, but there's one where you're going down. There's like 4 corners that have ammo in it, if you have the vibration feature on, it'll actually make you feel like it's getting heavier when you keep going down. But I don't have vibration on this controller. I just not have access to it, so... I think that is the same chair, is it not? Or at least close to it. This always upsets me. Like, not the whole, like, just... Besides James killing his wife thing, but the whole, like, just go on without me thing. Just, I don't know why, but it really hits me right in the feels. It's like, I don't want to give up on you, even if you're dying. It just... Oh, we got the fucking leave ending, didn't we? I'm not sure. I don't remember. I don't know. I want to say that we did because I think when you see the graveyard, that might signify that we got the leave ending, but I don't remember. I don't remember where the ending shows up at. Like, does it show up after this? Does it show up after Mary? Like, what? Like, I don't know. One way or another, we'll find out, God damn it. I'll tell you what we get in a second, because I should know what it is. And I think with the Maria ending, I don't know if you fight Maria. I don't know. But yeah, another thing, too, I guess I should have, or probably kind of forgot to talk about, was James, throughout the entirety of this, of his wife being sick, was very repressed and, a lot of ways, physically, mentally, emotionally, all that. So his wife dying, he couldn't really be with her in a lot of those aspects, which I would argue, even though I've never really, yeah, I would argue that at the very least, if you're going to have a relationship, you should definitely try to be together in that, you should definitely be close and enjoy each other's, not just each other's company, but, make love, that kind of thing. Sound weird saying it, I know it, but I feel like that type of stuff will fall apart, which is kind of the case and scenario with James. Is like pretty much everything fell apart because, as funny as it sounds, like he couldn't get off, But there was more to it than just that, it's the stress of his wife fucking dying, that kind of thing. Her going through tremendous pain, and in all honesty, her being kind of a technical bitch. But like I said, I can forgive Mary for that because, well, she can't control her anger in this scenario. She's stressed, she's paranoid, she's scared. She's scared that she's gonna die. I mean, I can't really blame her. Like I get that, on James' side, I can't blame him. Well, I don't condone what he did. Obviously, I'm just saying that I can't blame his thought process of like, well, I want to free her from her pain and her torment, and I want to free myself from the pain and torment too, because I'm stuck. Nobody wants to help her. Nobody can help her. We're both stuck in the scenario that we just, it's killing us both. And like I said, I don't condone his actions. I think there could have been a better thing he could have done, even though there's probably not really much, in all fairness, that he probably could do. But I think killing his wife is just, well, not the brightest idea, to be fair. But then again, this is also coming from the guy that sticks his hands in toilets and fucking jumps down holes that he sees. But I don't know. Another thing too is like you could also argue like why doesn't he just go get a new wife and why doesn't he just move on and go get a new girlfriend or something? And like I said, I've never really been in a situation like this or even with somebody anyway. I know I'm getting kind of cringy here. But I don't know if I could leave my wife behind, I think that would just fucking hurt me just trying to even go for somebody new. Even if they tell me to move on or go find somebody else. I think it would take a while before I decide to, mess with somebody ever again, especially if I loved somebody enough. I don't like cheaters anyway. I think that shit's gross, but even in this scenario, like he could have just got divorced with her and moved on and all that, but look, this is a it's a serious topic, it's a serious situation. I can't really discuss it too much. Like I said, I don't condone what he did, but I can't really exactly. I mean, I can fault him. Yeah, we got the leave ending. Fuck. I can fault him for it. Actually, wait a minute. No, he didn't. Because James... God, fuck! I mean, I like this ending. It implies the fact that James is willing to take Laura and leave with her and, leave Silent Hill. In my opinion, it's. I think it's the best ending because of the simple fact that, for me, it implies that maybe James might have actually adopted Laura, as Mary would have, and maybe they went on to just be a family together, and father-daughter type thing. I don't know. I tried getting that goddamn in water ending, but I guess it must be a lot tougher than I thought it was to do it. I'm not sure. But yeah, definitely, I couldn't do it, apparently. But that's Silent Hill 2. It's finally over. Not that it would have took long to really do anyway, but still. Final thoughts. It's always one of those types of games that when you watch it, when you watch the cutscenes, like you can hear it even in my voice right now. Like I've changed a little bit. I was more kind of silly, haha, funny, and then you get to that ending section, and you're like, yeah, there's not much to really joke about. I mean, it's not. It's just, yeah, it sucks. It sucks every time that you go through this game because it's an emotional roller coaster. But fuck, this game is. It's awesome, It feels good to play. It controls well. There's a few hiccups, I guess. Like every once in a while, like I might run into a wall or something. But that's just more so a case of just me not being aware of my surroundings more so than the game being broken. And I think the game has tank controls, technically speaking. I think it's still considered tank controls. But they're definitely a lot more fluid than like Resident Evil used to have. Because goddamn, Resident Evil had yeah, they had they had it pretty strong when it came to the tank controls. Not that I hate it, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't mind tank controls in most games because I feel like it's one of those things where you just kind of have to learn it. And once you learn it, it's like, oh, okay. Yes, every once in a while it can kind of fuck you over, but that's Resident Evil and this is Silent Hill, and Silent Hill doesn't really have combat scenarios. And, as you can tell, like, I didn't really go through the game shooting everything in sight, so. Which, that's not a bad thing. And it's funny I keep saying, like, combat stuff, and it's like Resident Evil is the same way. It's all about it. The old Resident Evils are about the same way in that regard, where it really is just a matter of you want to save your bullets for that specific moment. But Silent Hill 2, and I guess to an extent even Silent Hill 1, luckily enough, at least with 2 that I remember, I don't remember much about 1 when it comes to survival aspect of it, on management, but when it comes to 2, I can definitely say that for certain, you get plenty enough ammo, and even then, even when you have plenty enough ammo, once you beat the game once, I think it's after you beat the game once, you gain access to that extra menu that allows you just to have pretty much 3 times the ammo pickup, and it doesn't affect anything. It doesn't affect trophies if you're playing on PS3 or Xbox 360 or achievements or whatever. It doesn't affect that at all. As far as I'm aware, it shouldn't. It doesn't, I think, fuck with your 10-star rank, which, by the way, God forbid, if I ever attempt that, that'd be a hardcore thing to do, but I don't think I have. I would like to. It'd be one of those things where it's like, oh my god, that'd be crazy if I did, but I don't know, man. Like, you gotta play the game a lot, and you gotta unlock every ending first, and I wasn't able to get the ending I really wanted to go after. I got, the leave ending. I was looking forward to getting the in-water ending, but fuck me. And somehow I got 9 stars. Or, no, that's 4... No, I think how it works, I think that's 4 stars. Like 4.5 or something like that. I think that's how that works. Yeah, so basically... Oh, no. It reset my save. No wonder I got leave. Because somehow I didn't... Wait, I think I know how... Okay, I think I know what happened. I started a completely new save file, and I think you're supposed to start from... another save, I think... Oops. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beats the fuck out of me, I don't know. Whatever, who cares? If I get it, I get it one day. If I don't, I don't. I'm still missing the one goddamn cursed ending. Like, I think you have to start from results screen and then continue from that. I might have to go through and delete that fucking save, knowing what that is now. Yeah, because you get new game this. And that's how I think you go get... Oh, shit! Whatever. It's fine. Regardless, with that being said, amazing game still. You know, high quality. 9 out of 10. Nothing can be perfect. Can't really give it a 10 out of 10. I'd give it a 9.5 if I could. It has so much replay value. It's got a great story. I still love the way it looks, even though I'm playing on the PS3 HD version, which looks a little worse than the PS2 one in some regards here and there, but for the most part, It's like Doom BFG edition, you know, where it's like it looks worse, but I'll take it. You know, I don't actually own Silent Hill 2 physically. I don't own this game anywhere physically at all, except for PS3, which only comes with 2 fucking games. Some collection, my ass. How could they not put the first game on here? Like, I have access to the first game. I have it digitally through, you know, PS3, but fucking how? How do you... Silent Hill 4 I can understand, because, like, in my honest opinion, but, nah. And real quick, just kind of go over it. What's next for Silent Hill if I ever continue it? I have a couple options. I can either do the first game, if I remember how to play that perfectly, because usually I forget the first part, and then I get to the school, I'm like, oh yeah, that's how you do the school part. That's pretty easy. And then sewer shit or whatever, that one's alright. It's like late game stuff. I start to kind of stumble. I'm like, where the fuck am I going? When everything turns to rust, you know what I'm talking about. Like before the final boss section, I'm like, ooh. Silent Hill 3, again, I unfortunately have never beaten. I suck bad at that game. Silent Hill 4, I'd rather not. I just don't like Silent Hill 4. Homecoming, that's always a possibility. I've tried doing a Let's Play that a long time ago on my other co-op channel, Mr. Spadazzle Show. Something happened. I don't know why I quit on that one, but I did. Somehow. So, there's that. Downpour, fuck that shit. Maybe a co-op, maybe, but that game is so goddamn laggy and just so fucking... I had the PS3 one, so that's why. I've heard the 360 one runs better, but god damn, that one sucks. The PS3 one, I mean? Oh my lord. It lags like a motherfucker. But the ones I do want to do, would like to do, is Silent Hill 1, Silent Hill Homecoming, and Silent Hill 2 Remake. Which, depending on how things go, I'm just going to let you guys know this right now. There's always a chance. I'm doing some hardcore stuff currently, but there is a chance that I may just come back and start doing some of the remakes, because I finished Dead Space, I finished Silent Hill 2, and I finished RE4. RE4 I finished before this, but still. Which means I have all opportunity to do Dead Space Remake, Silent Hill 2 Remake, and Resident Evil 4 Remake. I might. But in terms of what's next, I don't know. I still got Resident Evil 2 to finish, which I plan on doing. I would like to one day just do Duke Nukem 3D, get that over with. We're still working on Doom. I may eventually just one day just go back and do Doom 1 myself. Like, by myself, as it was meant to be, I guess you could say. Nothing wrong with doing it co-op. I'm having a good time playing it co-op, but there's like this weird itchy feeling in my head that's like... This itchy, tasty feeling in my head. Haha, get it? Resident Evil reference. That's telling me like, oh, you have to do it by yourself. You've got to do Doom by yourself. It's the only way. Like, sure, co-op is fun and dandy, but... to me, it's like, it's not a true Doom Let's Play unless I'm doing it single-player, ultra-violent type shit. And it's like, ugh. Okay. I don't know. I got a little bit of time off right now that I can use to my advantage to get a few things done. Did they just kiss? But I don't know. I don't know. I've got some hardcore and stuff going on right in my pocket right now that kind of needs to be taken care of. And then also, of course, no surprise. Oh, there's that shot for the soundtrack thing. No surprise, I have stuff outside of YouTube I want to do as well, but that's just a matter of me fucking doing it finally. Stop being an idiot. Either way, I love Silent Hill 2. You should as well. It's a great fucking game. I recommend the remake. I recommend this one, whether it be on the PS2 version or the HD version. I mean, for me, it doesn't matter either way. You know, I never played the original version, of course. I don't own it, but I used to watch it a lot, so I got nothing more. I don't know. That's it for this. Hope you guys enjoyed. As always, take care, everybody.